Tonight, from Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First time we get to see the 49ers offense behind their quarterback, now in his 7th season as a pro from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year. At New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. A throw over the middle, taken in, and they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Is good.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco 49ers coming back out here. You know, this team, of course, the defending champs in the NFC last year, not finding the path to be quite as easy in 2020. Losing in Week 5, and really, in surprising fashion, 43-17 at home. They lose to Miami. And they had Jimmy Garoppolo back, his first start since being forced out of the Week 2 game with the ankle injury. But through 2 first-half interceptions, and then took a seat at halftime for C.J. Beathard, and the defense struggled too. I mean, things just did not look good for the 49ers.
Yeah, you mentioned that defense. They were giving up, what, fewer than 18 points a game coming in? Gave up 43 to the Dolphins and Ryan Fitzpatrick. So things were hurting all the way around. And for Jimmy Garoppolo, in a league that values toughness, tried to show his toughness in play, but he just wasn't ready. So now 3 losses in 3 games at home for San Francisco. Only wins on the road against the Jets and the Giants in back-to-back weeks, and they're a combined 0-10. There's concern there, but still plenty of talent. If they can get a few guys healthy, these next 7 games, all against opponents who are winning records in 2019, starting with the 4-1 Rams on Sunday night in Week 6. That'll tell the tale for this season from San Francisco.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the
free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Working from the gun, Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown, 49ers. Garoppolo finding Kendrick Bourne there. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now we see the Packers coming out. Their first drive on offense, and at the helm as always, their 8-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 16th season now, Aaron Rodgers.
A lot of people thought the Packers might struggle a bit in 2019, but that was not the case. 13 wins, a trip to the NFC Championship game, and they were led by their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, who led their team to a Super Bowl title after the 2010 season, and many thought that was the first of what would be many more. So precise with the football. 26 touchdown passes last year and just 4 interceptions. He knows how to get it downfield and still take care of it as well.
Rodgers now on first down. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to be 49er football. Complete. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Handoff to Aaron Jones.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's James. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And he's racking up the yardage. You see the catches. Defensively, what do you do here to stop a guy like this?
You keep trying to change things up because nothing is really working. Whether you have a man on him, 2 people, you're showing different types of zone defenses combined with man-to-man coverages. Try and change things up and eventually get to the point where maybe you put enough people on him, they won't throw the ball to him anymore.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at
the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
34-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Complete to Kendrick Bourne. 16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14, 49ers 10.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Takes it at the 7.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season, and that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. And this.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made at the 30.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
With a handoff to
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Rodgers.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 15 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now James returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Tigers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll throw from the gun. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. He's going up top for Taylor, and that is incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the 49ers have cut it back within a score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Green Bay.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
16.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. Touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns, but the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Crosby for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's James. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st down, Garoppolo looking middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
Garoppolo's
Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
They're on 31-yard line.
Garoppolo and the Niners now down by 12. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Rashawn Gary in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now Gold for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.